Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mahendra Raj. Welcome back to another Coaching Mini Bite Insight. Today's one is really important, simple but important. But first, let me show you where I am, just by the pool. This is in Ao Nang, Krabi, in Thailand, the town of Ao Nang, and my friend owns this resort. I've known him for 20 years, so it's pretty awesome having friends who do things like this and have their own resorts, because I get to come here and stay here and hang out with him and his family, and he knows my boys. It's really I'm really privileged and grateful to have this opportunity. So I kind of visit him every month. But anyway, that's me. Had a coaching call with a client yesterday, and although this comes up again and again, yesterday I really had to hammer this home with my client. And you know how do you ever like run stories in your head or say out loud to people, like, oh, yeah, but it's because my boss is like this. My boss is always calling me. Like, my boss is always demanding these things of me, so I don't have time. Or, you know what, I don't have money. Like, I really want to do that thing, but I don't have the money to do it. I don't have the money to start it. Or whatever else. Or, you know what, like, I really want to, but I'm just so tired, right? So it's an energy. It's a lack of energy, right? Yeah, I'd really like to, but man, I'm already sleeping late. I'm waking up too early, and I don't feel I have the energy. And so have you ever said these kinds of things? By the way, like, I know I have in the past. I really have conditioned myself to stop those kinds of limiting stories. I call them stories, right? The stories or beliefs, but they do come up in my mind every once in a while. But I really retrain my mind. I condition my mind to just interrupt them and shift to a more empowering story. And the reason for that is this, right? So I was talking to this client, and basically, she's had quite a bit going on, like all true stuff, like surgery, like kind of quite important major surgery recently, and then post-surgery she had some complications, so she had to be readmitted. There was internal bleeding and shit. Not a good situation. Plus, she's in a job where her boss is overly demanding on her, and she's already working long hours, and plus he has no concept of schedule, so he just dumps stuff on her, and so she feels, and she's never been able to control her schedule, she thinks. And she's tight on money. Her parents rely on her. She's the sole supporter of her parents, and the parents have debt, and she has to pay for everything. And so, it's all true, right? It's all true. Her situation is not great, right? But here's the thing. Like, if every time, like, say on a coaching call, if you show up or with your friends or with whoever, if every time you're talking to somebody or talking to yourself, right? And on one hand, you're thinking about your goal, right? You want to achieve this, whatever that thing is. But on the other hand, you have all these stories that you keep telling yourself. And although they may be true, they are based on reality, they are truth, which is even more dangerous. You're telling yourself all these stories all the time. So if you keep repeating these stories, either internally over and over again or externally to other people, what's going to happen to this? What's going to happen to those goals? Right? You gotta interrupt that shit, because it's not helping you move in this direction over to those goals. No matter how true they are, no matter how much truth there is behind them, no matter how many years you have been suffering in those conditions, repeating it over and over again out loud or inside your head does not allow you to move towards your goals and dreams, does not allow you to create and live the life of your dreams. Period. So the best thing you can do for yourself is stop running that, BS, belief systems. No matter how true or not they are, stop running them. Just stop talking about them. Stop thinking them. Every time they come up, interrupt them and shift your focus, right? And by the way, focus controls your emotional state. And the more you focus on that, right? The more you focus on that stuff, that old shit, what's going to happen to your emotional state? You don't feel great, do you? If you don't feel great, are you going to take any action towards your goals and dreams? Probably not. So this is like a vicious cycle, and everyone gets into it. It's like one of the most common things in coaching, and time again, like that's why, you know, some people, like no matter how successful they are, they still stay in coaching. They still have me as their coach because they know the shit will come up someday. So anyway, wanted to share that with you. Just stop running those stories. You know, the more you run those stories, the more you say it out loud, the more you justify why you can't take action towards your goals and dreams. It's because of this, and it's because of that, and it's because of that. The more you repeat that stuff, the more you cement it into your neural networks in your brain, the more you give strength and you lock those beliefs down even more, right? So stop doing that. Really stop doing that right now. All right, I hope this has been valuable for you. Please go and share this video with as many people as you think need to hear this too. Like, comment your distinctions, share your takeaways, and either in the comment box or through a PM. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, go take an action a day. Create a plan, take an action a day, go create and live and life of your dreams. This is Mind Raj. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.